Hello everyone. This is another vlog post by Katrina McHyde on Tim McHyde's YouTube site. As you can tell, today I'm feeling better. I just got done taking a shower and I had some great ideas. I get brilliant ideas in water. Don't know why, but it just happened. So I decided to jump out of the shower when I was finished and do a vlog post right away and give you an update. I'm feeling better, so thank you for all of your prayers. I'm coming back online. I'll gain some more weight with the, having lost some weight from getting sick, but I'm doing well, feeling stronger all the time. So thank you for all of your love out there. Today we have been working on a very exciting project. We are working on a podcast for support group members. So those that don't know what support group is, it can be found on escapeallthesethings.com. We have some special content that we make for those that support us financially because we need to eat. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're not breatharians. We haven't figured that one out. I suppose we could try to work on our faith to become breatharians, but we haven't gotten there yet. I hope you'll forgive us. So we have a lot of free content at escapeallthesethings.com, and these podcasts or these vlogs that I'm doing now are actually supported by the support group. Because of the support group, I can have the time and the resources in order to give these free little teachings and updates and encouragements to you. So thank you to all you support members. Thank you very much. And everyone here that enjoys these podcasts, I'm sure, thank you as well. So this podcast that we're working on putting together, Tim spends a lot of time on the podcast for the support team members on cleaning them up and making them elegant. This one is a testimony by a woman named Brenda, and she has an amazing testimony of how God got her out of a self-criticism, very serious self-criticism that crippled her from connecting with people and connecting with God well. Anybody can relate to that? Feeling really down on yourself and thinking of yourself as terrible and therefore worthless or not good enough for God? Anybody? I've never had stuff like that happen to me. All right, so I actually wanted to share, there was one point that did come up that I wanted to share because it just feels right to share something that was said in that podcast with you. And there was so much more in there, but this one thing I'm going to share with you because I just think I really want people to be able to see themselves differently and to see God differently. And that's the whole point of our walk, is to be able to understand who God really is and learn little by little what that is, and also who we are, and learn little by little what that is, as well as who everyone else is. Little by little. So I want to go to the Bible, and I'm going to read a section here. It's in Matthew chapter 13, verse 40, starting in verse 45. If you want to read it yourself and kind of meditate on it, I'm not reading the whole context, and so you may want to go back and read the whole thing and see some great things for yourself. And there's so many good lessons in here. I may not get to them all, but I want to share some of them because I think it could be encouraging to many of you that have self-critical issues. All right, so Jesus, it's red letter edition here. So Jesus is saying, again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of pearls. When he found one priceless pearl, he went and sold everything he had and bought it. Now, when I heard this story most of my life, I was thinking that it had to do with us desiring the Messiah and God the Father so much that we would sell everything we had and only desire them as number one. I don't think that was completely inaccurate. I think, though, that I find it maybe only one-sided. I think that there's more to it than that. I think it also could be that that's what God the Father did, and Yeshua, Christ the Son, did. Is he saw us as a pearl of great price and decided to buy us, right? With our free will, we got sold into slavery with our free will because we decided with our free will to sin, which sold us into slavery. And that's, that was the free gift of God to give us free will. And that's where we went. And then God said, hey, I want to buy you back. You are that precious. And God the Father said, I'm willing to pay with the most precious thing I have, which is my firstborn son. And I'm willing to have him come down here and suffer and die for you to bring you back into the possibility of being with me. I want you to be with me. And Yeshua, the Messiah, Christ, he said, I'll willingly go. I'll do it because I see the value that you see, and I will humble myself and make that path. And so you were the pearl of great price. Now here's the interesting thing. I want to bring maybe this will help. We look at ourselves as a pearl like this. See that? Not a clean pearl, but, a black pearl, black sheep syndrome. And maybe we are. Maybe we're rebellious. Maybe we're having trouble. Maybe we're riffraff. Maybe we're not all put together. But maybe we look at ourselves like this. Or maybe we are self-righteous type people that believe that we're not bad, but we're just good and we're doing really good all the time, and we're perfect, and then God makes us perfect, but we're pretty good people, and we think of ourselves like this. It's possible. But if you got sin on you, you look like this. I'm sorry, all of you. And if you're proud, or you think you're better than other people or less than other people, that's what you look like. But that's not what God sees. God doesn't see this. This isn't what he wants you to see and to hold on to. This is what he wants you to hold on to of how he sees you. So you are a pearl of great price, that everything that God the Father and Yeshua the Son could find that was the highest value, they took to buy you back and to help you become clear and pure like this. Now, how do you become clear and pure like this? By accepting that redemption. You can reject the redemption. See, Christ died for the sins of the whole world. That means everyone, even while we were yet sinners, even for his enemies, he died for the sins of everyone. And everyone has the opportunity with their free will that God the Father created in them to reject or accept that redemption back, accept that they desire you and want you so much. If you reject it, then what you're rejecting is basically loving God with your whole heart, might, and soul, and loving your neighbor as yourself. Now, who wants to live for eternity with people that don't live by those three things? Loving God, loving neighbor, and loving self. I mean, look at the world around you that doesn't live by those three things. How fun has it been to have an existence with those things not functioning? See? So there is a purpose to it all. There's a purpose to it all, and there's a reason why those are the greatest commandments. It's because we will have peace for eternity together instead of creating misery like we're doing down here on the planet at the moment. So that's the hope. And so I want the possibility of us being able to see differently, to see things differently, see how much God and the Father, Yehovah, and Yeshua the Son just desire you. They desire you so much. They spent everything for you. They gave you, and they still sustain you with life, okay? And want to bring you out and become and be that pearl of great price that they see you as. They want you to see yourself as that too, and to give up your own rebellious ways. Now, I'm going to read the next part of this because right underneath talking about selling everything and buying the pearl of great price, it goes on and says, again, the kingdom of heaven is like a large net thrown into the sea. It collected every kind of fish, and when it was full, they dragged it ashore, sat down, and gathered the good fish into containers, but threw out the worthless ones. So it will be at the end of the age, which is going to come to a world near you sooner or later, right? The angels will go out, separate the evil people from the righteous, and throw them into the blazing furnace. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right, now at this point, most people are going scared and saying, oh, which one am I going to be? I don't know. I don't know what God wants. Help me. Okay, so the righteous people are ones that desire to do the best they can to love God with their whole heart, might, and soul, and love their neighbors themselves. Trying to walk it, knowing you're not perfect at it, still having problems where you're having fits like a child and not able to control yourself, but saying, God help me, I want to get out of being this way. And still working at it, throwing attitudes at times, but knowing you want God to clean you up and help you out and keeping an open heart to that, that's righteous. Okay? So do the best you can to love God with your whole heart, mind, and soul. Love your neighbors yourself. You hear it over and over from me, and you'll continue to hear it over and over from me. And so that you can be the fish that are accepted. And we may be the pearls of great price that Christ can wear around his neck for eternity and be adorned with something beautiful, that he's creating a bride that is going to be worthy for his Son for eternity. I hope this helps you to be encouraged that you are so valuable. You are so valuable. And God the Father thinks so, and Christ the Son thinks so. And so you can understand you're not rejected or put down, rejected completely and abandoned. He'll never leave you or forsake you. And we do have work to do. It's okay to know that we are, kind of this, and God is trying to let us see ourselves as this, and only by his strength and power do we become this, and his strength and power is found in love. And if you want to know how to love better, look at 1 Corinthians chapter 13. That'll help you to be able to know what love is. All right, blessings to you all.